Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today we're going to go over a new pistol that hit the shelves a couple of weeks ago at the time of posting this video. It is of course the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus new concealed carry pistol. What we'll do is we'll go just an unboxing, show you what comes with it, we'll review it and give you my overall thoughts. Alright, so let's dive on in. So what comes in the box? So we have two magazines. This one is a flush 10 round magazine. Comes with a gun locking manual. There's some warranty paperwork and stuff in there. So let's talk about this pistol. It does come in a variety. This is kind of the basic model. They do have another model. So this model does not have the safety, the external safety right here. It does have the safety on the trigger, which we'll go over in just a little bit. And there is a Performance Center one, which has the upgraded sights, and it has the ported slide and things like that. So if you want to go that route, there is that option. It is already currently available, but we do have more of the basic model here to review, which I think is probably what the majority of us are going to buy. So what we're going to do is, because this is a kind of a smaller type gun, I'm going to change the camera angle. We'll put it down on the table so you guys can get a more of a closer look at it. So I'll be right back. All right, so that's better. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just go over the features of the gun. So just so those of you who care, the gun is unloaded, of course. So that is to say the 13, and this is the 10 round, which sits flush in here, which is nice. I actually think I like the flush better. Now I have medium size hands, and I can just get my pinky on the back, on the bottom there. So if you have larger size hands, it is nice that it comes with this larger magazine here, which, as I said, does hold 13. In actual fact, I mean, my pinky gets on the bottom there just fine, but I think I prefer the 10 round flush. But anyway, so let's go over, let's just start at the bottom. This is a polymer frame, obviously. It does have some aggressive stippling on here, and it is stamped with the M&P. Obviously, we have the mag well. And then moving up, so it isn't an ambidextrous mag release, but you can switch this over. So as you can see here, it does move. So you can switch that around if you're a left-handed shooter, which is a great feature on here for some of you. Moving along, we obviously have the trigger guard, and then we have the trigger. Now the trigger is kind of interesting. I don't have a ton of time behind the 2.0, but the people who I've spoke to, and it's been a while since I've shot the 2.0, but the people I spoke to said this is a huge improvement over the 2.0. My thoughts on this trigger is I do like it a lot. It's better than some of the concealed carry pistols that I've used. I think it's better than the P365 and the P365 XL. So what we've got here, and I got my little toothpick so I can point. No, it's not used, it's clean, I promise. Okay, so we do have the safety on the trigger right here. Now hopefully I can get the light on this. It's going to be a little difficult. So as I say, what happens this, if you pull just on the side, don't pull on the middle trigger safety part, obviously this won't go back. And there's a little knob right here at the back here. Now when you depress that knob goes up into the trigger and allows you to pull the trigger back. And so that is the safety right there, the trigger safety, how that works. Also, you'll notice this little piece at the back here. This is to stop over travel. This isn't the only piece that stops over travel, though. I notice, as I say, when you pull this in, this piece right here, you can see it's cut out and there's a ledge. That hits off the frame to stop over travel. It doesn't even hit this piece at the back here, which is designed for the over travel. Apparently so is this. But so you do have two things here to stop over travel. There is no over travel on this once you fire, and it is a pretty clean, crisp break. We will go over the trigger pull in just a second here once we've gone over the rest of the features. So yeah, so on the other side, obviously we have the slide lock and slide release. People obviously like to slingshot it, but you can obviously let the slide go there. It's pretty flush, but it sticks out just enough with the serrations that you can get a good purchase on it, which is really nice. But it's definitely, let me see if I can get a shot of this on camera where I can actually see it and you can see it. So yeah, you can see there, it's really flush. It's not gonna, it shouldn't snag on anything at all, which is cool. This is your takedown lever. These are really simple to take down. You're going to pull back, you're going to lock the slide open, and you're simply going to push down on the takedown tab and then let the slide go. Now you're going to obviously make sure, I mean, you should be doing this anyway, but make sure your gun is clear because you're going to need to pull the trigger to pull the slide off, okay? So talking about the slide, we have some really nice serrations at the back here, and they start kind of thinner and get thicker up the back. It's really nice how they've done that. You can get a really nice purchase on there, very nicely done. And then at the front here, you also have some more serrations. It's a little harder to grab these to check, to do a press check, than it is. So that I've noticed. I'll show you in a second once I put the gun back together. On the top here, we have some metal white sights. They're nothing fancy. I would be looking to switch those out to night sights personally, but they are definitely, I mean, they definitely do what they're supposed to do, but I like to run night sights. And obviously we can take out the guide rod and guide spring, like so. And it is pretty dirty. I've been shooting it today before this review. This is the barrel here. On the barrel you can see it's got a really nice wide feed ramp, so it fed everything. I was usually mostly using Winchester white box 9mm. Yes, crappy ammo, it fired just fine, and put some hollow points through it, and it ran just fine. Also, what you'd expect, this is a self-defense gun, but they ran just fine. And there's the inside of the slide. There's no machine marks. Everything looks really good. Happy days. And I've obviously got this stamped here, M&P 9 Shield Plus, and the logo right there. Very cool. Okay, let's put this back together. So yeah, pull the slide back, push the lever up, let go, and then function check real fast. But we are good to go. So what I was talking about, these front serrations here, to press check is like you go to, so this is kind of, it's flat, then it goes on a little curve up to like a ramp here. So when you go to press check, those ramps kind of stop my fingers from sliding back. Does that make sense? So anyway, the function is there. I mean, you guess you can do it. It's just a little more difficult. You do have a round indicator in here. I'll put an image in. I took at the range for you can see it. It is pretty much that. So let's go over the trigger. We're going to use our Wheeler trigger pull scale here for this. Okay, and let's see if I can get this in here on the safety. Came out at 4 pounds 12 ounces. Let's do that again. Put that in there. 4 pounds 4 ounces. Let's do that one more time since we've got a bit of a discrepancy. Make sure I can try and get this on the same part as the previous one. 4.4 ounces. So I think I was sitting a little higher on the trigger when I did that first pull. So it looks like it's coming in at about 4.5 pound trigger pull. The trigger is actually pretty dang nice. So let's go over the trigger right now. So as I say, we've got the safety here. So let's take that in. We got some take up there, as you can see. And then we're at the wall. And it's got a pretty clean, crisp break. As I say, it's a lot better than my my SIG carry gun for sure. Let's do the let out here and see the reset. So we got quite a bit of let out there, as you see. The reset is, you probably heard it there. It's definitely soft. It could do with being a little more tactile. I mean, I can hear it, but I really can't feel it. But the actual break is pretty crisp and pretty nice. It's not a bad trigger, but it's certainly not going to win any awards. So yeah, all right. Let me change the camera angle one more time. All right, so thoughts on shooting it? It was really nice to shoot. I had no problems. I'm not putting through hundreds and hundreds of rounds of ammo, unfortunately. As you all know, with the current time, it's just not available, or it's just too costly or whatever. But what I did shoot through it was great. I had no issues obviously whatsoever. Smith & Wesson shields are just known to be reliable. They've been around for a long time, and they've just excelled in being super reliable. They do have a lifetime warranty on them from Smith & Wesson, which is also nice. So yeah, I definitely liked it. One of the things, so some of the things I don't like, these white dot sights, I would be looking to, I mean, these are coming in cheaper than most carry guns right now. So now I paid probably a little more than I should have. I paid about 549, I think it was. You can find them just over 500, between 500 and 550. So it's very comparable to a lot of carry guns and below some carry guns for sure. As I say, they've got a stellar reputation. But some of the things I don't like, as I said, is these sights. I would switch these out to night sights. They are better than the Glock OEM sights that come with a Glock. I freaking hate those. They are better than that, but they're still not great. But they're okay. And then for me, and I noticed this on the 2.0, the thing that I'm not personally keen on, and I'm sure people are going to disagree with me, I don't love the grip. Does it work? Sure. And is it probably great for most people? Absolutely. But for my personal taste, I'm just not a huge fan of the grip. If you've owned a Smith & Wesson M&P 2, this is just slightly thicker than the 2.0. So, and if you like that grip, you'll love this. As I say, it's pretty much identical, so you shouldn't have any issues there. The shootability was good. I had no issues with that. Actually, we should probably touch base on the magazines real fast. So we'll just stick with the 10 round one here. So you can probably see here that it's wider, and then it goes up here and it thins out. So this is a double stack, and then when it comes up to feed, it goes into a single stack for shooting. So that's just how the mag looks. So just worth mentioning, they are aluminum as well. These are made by Metgar in Italy, and we all know Metgar makes fantastic mags. So yeah, they're made by Metgar in Italy. So yeah, happy days. But yeah, overall thoughts. Good gun. I think it will be a fantastic carry pistol for a lot of people. I think the size is really good. It's a little bigger than the P365, but not by a whole bunch. So yeah, I think for the price point, it's a great pistol. A lot of nice features. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty much it. Do I recommend it? Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be a good carry gun. I would like to obviously put a lot more rounds through it. But my initial impressions, it does seem like a very capable concealed carry gun for sure. So there you go. Oh, and if you have any of the M&P Shield 2.0 holsters, this should fit just fine. So there's no need to switch out your holsters. But if you're looking for an upgrade, as I say, if like a better trigger and extra capacity over your 2.0, this is the way to go. So that's it. All right, folks, until next time, I'll catch you later.